What is going on? This is Andy Francess, and today I'm going to be giving you my best picks for No House Advantage's Sunday Pick'em contest, where if you end up in first place, it's going to be one hell of a Monday for you. Hopefully that's the case, but you're going to have to make a couple picks first, and that's where I come in. If you haven't played on No House before, it's very simple. It's player props and fantasy rolled into one. It shows you a player prop from all these games that are going to be going on. You pick the player that you feel comfortable about. If you really like Geno Smith throwing touchdowns, then take Geno Smith over whatever the number is. You like Alvin Kamara rushing, you can pick the over, under. You start stacking those correct picks, you'll ascend in the standings, and your money will increase the more that you get correct. And that's what we'll be trying to do today. If you go to No House Advantage using the link below in this video, they're going to match your first deposit up to $50. So you deposit 50, you get 50, you enter a contest for 20, and you have yourself a hell of a Monday with 100 grand or whatever the first prize is for this particular tournament today. So the first pick I'm going to start with, I just mentioned him in that little teaser there, Alvin Kamara. Hasn't played in the last couple of weeks, but you saw what those Detroit running backs did to Seattle last week. Seattle has an awful run defense. You saw what Cordarrelle Patterson did to them 2 weeks ago. You throw a running back out there, they're going to have success. And Kamara, I guess, took a little extra precaution by not playing last week. They say he's going to be ready to roll this week. You got to love that over for Alvin Kamara. Now I'm going to look at, this is the divorce game, the Tom Brady divorce game. You know those games where he's pissed off, he typically plays his best. You can take your whole assortment of picks, but the one I'm going to go with, under half of an interception. This is the divorce game, okay? There's nothing more that I love than a pissed off Tom Brady, and that's what we're going to get with his full complement of weapons really for the first time, if you think about it. All of them at full, I guess he's had them for a little bit, but I'm going to take the under 1/2 of an interception for Tom Brady. Then I'm taking a quick trip up to Buffalo. Not actually, because that's a place that, I don't know, me and Buffalo may not jive. However, they got a guy over there with a low reception total, and I know that Gabe Davis has been relatively disappointing to this point, but you're going to have no McKenzie, no Crowder, no Knox. Two guys who are going to get a ton of looks against the Steelers' awful pass defense, and I'm going to take the guy with the lower total. So give me over 3.5 catches for Gabe Davis. Then I'm actually going to go back to New Orleans. I forgot something there, and that was actually taking the under on Rashad Penny rushing yards. And you may have watched that game last week saying he ran for like 140. Yeah, that was against Detroit. And he actually was splitting work kind of before that. And then once they had a lead and could commit to the run, New Orleans has a tough defense. And now they're going to be at home where they play even, typically tighter defense. You saw what they did against the Bucs earlier in the year. This is a great spot for them to shut down the running game of Seattle. I'm not going to overvalue that one game against the Detroit Lions, okay? Especially because, it's the Detroit Lions. So give me the under on Rashad Penny rushing yards. And actually the same thing goes for Jamaal Williams up there in New England. I mean, I understand he had a big week last week against Seattle's run defense. Those were two garbage teams exchanging a bunch of garbage. Now they're going up there to New England on the road, where it's going to be an all running and defense game from New England side, meaning that's a lot of clock killed. And I don't believe that Jamaal Williams, who isn't great after contact, if you look at the metrics, is going to be able to top 71.5. I understand. He's been great with touchdowns. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm taking the under 71.5 because I don't believe he can replicate last week's performance against a better defense. So those are the 5 picks that I got for you on this Sunday. We got the over 47.5 rushing yards for Alvin Kamara. In the same game, we got the under 69.5 rushing yards for Rashad Penny. We got Tom Brady in the divorce game throwing less than half of an interception, meaning no interceptions. The over 3.5 receptions for Gabe Davis, and then the under 71.5 rushing yards for Jamaal Williams. And those are the 5 that I got for you. If you don't feel comfortable with them, like I always tell you, go over to Stokastic. They have free projections for this contest. They'll help you out. They will. I mean, I try to, but look, you always have the option to decline. Swipe left on me. You can swipe left on my picks, but don't swipe left on my videos. In fact, subscribe to them, like them, tell me how much you hate me, but love the Stokastic projections. Anyway, appreciate you guys coming back. Good luck on the contest. Hope to see you at the top of the standings. And I'll be back with you next time to enter more props for the next No House Advantage contest. Take it easy.